right. Welcome to Poetry Open Mic Asheville. Let's kick this thing off. My name's Caleb Beissert. This poem's called Sign. The anxious addict, 10 days sober, keeps asking to play the piano, unfazed that the answer is always no. He's just asking if he can play the piano. It had a sign on it that said to ask the bartender before playing it. He just wants to play the piano. He's just asking. So can he just play the piano? Just for a few minutes? Is it cool if he just plays it for a few minutes? He's just asking. We're really just trying to close up, man. But he's just asking. He just wants to play it for a few minutes. So is it cool if he just plays it for a few minutes? He's just asking, though. He knows how to play. He'll play it really good just for a few minutes. He's just asking if he can play the piano just a few minutes. Piano, is it cool? Piano, a few minutes. He's asking. Piano, minutes. Piano, piano. He's just asking. Piano, minutes. He's just asking if he can just play the piano for a few minutes. He really needs to get something out. All right. Thank you. All right. We're getting it going tonight. Sorry for the technical delay there, but everything seems to be working now. There we go. So welcome to Poetry Open Mic Asheville. As I said, my name's Caleb Beissert. Our technical director tonight is my brother Morgan Beissert. Our sponsor is Sovereign Kava. It's really good to bring you this virtual open mic each and every Wednesday night. This is the continuation of an open mic that we did for 10 years here in Asheville and became the longest running and voted best open mic in the area. When the pandemic hit, we took it online in the virtual realm, and now we have friends joining us from all over the world, literally. And we welcome everyone, all people, all forms of artistic self-expression to come share on the open mic. You can sign up every week in the Poetry Open Mic AVL group on Facebook, and there's a virtual sign-up sheet there, and if we have extra spots, we'll post the link in the comments tonight if anyone else wants to join in. We also have spots now available at our sponsor, Sovereign Kava, our home for many years. We've got some spots out on the patio. We'll check in with Sovereign in a little bit, but if you want to perform from Sovereign, just go over there. Check in with our host down at the bar, Chris Madrano, in the pleather and suspenders. You can find him. And let him know you want to get on the mic. Anyway, thanks for getting on the mic tonight, and thanks for tuning in. We have a whole bunch of amazing performers signed up for you. We'll post the order here in just a second. And also, everyone, thank you for the likes, comments, and shares. I see the comments rolling in already. Thank you, right? I know, it's crazy. What's up, E? Shout out to Elijah over in Seattle. What's up, dog? Much love. Cole, Mom, much love. Dad, much love. Yes. What's up, Isabella? Blah, blah, blah. I can't talk tonight. Isabella! Yes, we love the comments. Thanks for saying hey. We love to hear from our viewers. Y'all keep them coming. I'm going to read a few more poems, and then we'll get to some other folks. I do want to wish everyone a happy Pride Month, though. Happy Pride, everybody. Yes, indeed. Yes, indeed. Cool. All right. Very good. Also, if you've been keeping up with things in Asheville, the Vance Monument is now gone. Progress. Now let's give actual reparations to the Black. Let's do it. All right, y'all rock. Also, everyone, thanks for turning out at the bar to protest the noise ordinance here in Asheville. We're still working on that. You can keep up with us at Sovereign Kava. Let us know if you want to get involved. I'm going to read a few more poems. And thank you. Thank you. You're too kind. Thank you. All right. Also, for those y'all have been asking about open mic and where it's headed, and we are going to start broadcasting it live from the bar here in a couple weeks. I'll be down there. And we will still be offering our virtual spots to our friends remotely. as we sort of hybridize the open mic back into a live performance. But thanks for bearing with us and keep up with us. We will keep the open mic going for you. Thank you very much. This is called Song of a Dried Up Waterfall. It had red wolves around it, skeletal and derelict old crystal-veined rock, corridors of mountain, keep secrets of an ancient world, and wind in directions of pre-colonial trails, bear trails before humans used them. And the still forest, darting movement in eye corners and half-heard voices. The old people who walk the trails believe in forest spirits, otherworld lights in the woods. Even I have seen the unacknowledged panther. Locked eyes for a brief moment at my door. And though we cannot see where the waterfall has gone, we see where it fell. From the granite side of the gorge, the waves of a riverbed covered in echoes of hundred and bloody and careful and olden. When the mushrooms sprout from the decaying trees, and tiny blueberries gather the sun and become sweet from it, more appear everywhere. Once you find one more, the perfect ones, darkened by days like photo negatives. In the afternoon of well-played tricks, there will be no interruptions, but clouds and motorcycles. Here's some new ones. This is Half Moon. Helicopter blades on thin air every half hour tonight. Now in the stillness between, something large moving in the forest outside the little house. Branches snap, dry leaves hiss. Something heavy stepping into the thick floor. The Allbird. All night, the Allbird shifts through the channels. We are tasked with knowing. Secrets in the night sounds. The way two trees, grown together, branch apart. Stillness gathers in the leaves. I look at stars left by clouds passing into cool morning. The Allbird, all night. Side hollow. Sky came in the open door, fogged up the fridges, made the paper bags silent as cloth, streaked the walls with tears. Rain of these clouds wastes no time on its return to them. Sky river rising, pine vapor thunderhead, water bead slides from the leaves, kale and mustards, turnips tease under their heavy stalks. I go out and talk to them between downpours. The old tin watering can fills to the spout. Yes, indeed. And I got one more for you. Thanks for tuning in tonight. We got a whole bunch of performers coming at you, so keep it locked right here to Poetry Open Mic Asheville. We really appreciate it. All right. And this is a poem by Jane Hirschfield. Falcon. Incapable of betrayal, a tree. incapable of holding a secret, a stone, without contempt for self or other, an ant, a bee. Today, I and the unhooded bird that sits on my head are looking in different directions. I into the blurring past, he into the blurring future. How many other pasts and futures between and around us we miss? Incapable of ungenerosity, grass, cut. It simply keeps growing. Without obligation, mosquitoes. How close to human must the breathed-in air come before it develops a sense of shame or humor? Each day, the falcon's view a little clearer. Thanks a lot, y'all. You got it tuned in to Poetry Open Mic ASHEViLLE. Let's see who's up next on the list. Keaton. I think. Is Keaton ready? We got Keaton, Christopher T. George, and then Sovereign Kava. And if you are performing tonight, make sure to follow that StreamYard link so we know you're here. And we'll get you on as soon as the spot opens up. Or if you want a later spot, just talk to us. But we just want to know who's here. And we got that StreamYard link. I think there are a couple extra spots tonight. Thanks for the comments, everyone. We really appreciate it. And y'all keep it tuned in here. Let's go to our good friend, Keaton now. Friend of the bar, friend of the open mic. Keaton Griffin in the house with us. Very good. Oh yes, y'all have to make a whole bunch of noise. I want to hear you all the way over here from wherever you are. So jump up and down, scream and shout, spin around, and you know, blow the horns and things. Give it up. It's Keaton Griffin, y'all. What's up, Keaton?
Hey, how's it going, man?
Good, man. Good to see you. How you doing tonight?
Pretty good, man. Been pretty busy getting things sorted out, so it's nice to kind of get away and focus on poetry for a few minutes with you guys.
I hear that, man. Yup. Always makes my week better, man. Poetry, it's therapeutic. It saves lives.
It really is.
Right? So cool. Did you bring some originals and perhaps some Elizabeth Bishop tonight? I don't know. I just how did I know? I don't know. I was just feeling the Elizabeth Bishop vibes. No, Keaton often shares some Bishop with us. You know, I love to hear. You know, like I'm reading Merwin all the time to people. It's like poetry that inspires you so much that you want to read it to other people. You know, so like I can vibe with that.
Yeah, it's also that would have happened anyway, but it being Pride Month, she was also
of course
pretty openly you know, homosexual, gay, whatever.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
So it's kind of cool to shed a little light on that too. It could be one reason, if I could make a guess, why she's not as popular as I feel like she should be.
Yes.
A couple of other factors in there, but
it is unfortunate. But yes, the straight white men get published far more than any other type of person, at least historically. You know, maybe that's beginning to change, but
yeah,
but cool.
Along with the Vance Monument, along with Bishop being noticed, you know, we're doing something here.
Change is happening, slowly but surely.
Heck yeah.
Well, very good, Keaton. I'll turn it over to you for the poetry. Thanks so much for being here tonight and for bringing the words. Y'all give it up one more time for Keaton.
Okay, hello everybody. This will probably be another fairly quick and easy night. I've got two originals that are pretty new, pretty unedited, so they're a little clunky, I feel, but bear with me. You know, maybe in a month or so I'll have it refined for you. And then, of course, as Caleb and I were talking about, I'll leave you with one bishop. Here we go. This one's called Modern Hoplite Blues. Notice 18 shades of leather on faded, unforgiven sandals. We march Huron in the tactics of a new age, this day towards an empire of sand-laden artificers. Rifles, nearly clinking in tandem, set aside just as Aesop's alleged line, we hang the petty thieves and appoint the great ones to office. Holy thinkers sit back on umpteenth exchanges over this land, resourceful, by the sand of few deserving silver swords over a crying crimson prophecy of yesterday. To forego such ties lies with unripened pomegranates, unflavored shells, and saddened things without purpose, innate to crimson yesterdays. I won't confuse you all again, ever again, when the contract ends. Far from the lone river are sweetened cuisines less bloody, a constant color with iron which I can't let move. Shadows appear around coldness, with smiling, naked barters. We joined up to sell an ocean of unlicensed sentience for honor. Please forgive me if my actions today be faintly forgotten. There are hundreds of glistening bars of gold over here. If I am to be given at least 2 bits of one, we must go take it for you, my forgiving love, safe overseas at home. Okay, the next original is called Moments at the Conservatory. I took this on at the conservatory in Biltmore property. It was one of the first times I went and was completely moved by what I experienced. If any of you guys are Asheville locals and haven't been to the conservatory or the Biltmore Estate for that matter, it's worth scoping out while you're around town. Okay, Moments at the Conservatory. Fresh eyes in a greenhouse, an escape to old Eden with spry spirit plants, sun-dazed windows, alert of new air in our stiff figures, travelers on a tiled path to some strange clear-headedness. Hot, naked life dangles in the humid, thawing out my artless pores. Dances around the tropical draft, hanging down on the walls at my clumsy, covered feet. Every last shade and smell of mostly emeralds and other flowery-filled heartbeats. How nice it is to be and hear. This botanical zoo, wild and undying, yet so finite, just as its makers, custodians, millions of passers-by as I, bounded, yet beautifully built, just as many heavenly things, hopefully thought out to last until the weary eyes of some great architect seek closure. How nice it is to remember moments of being and here, the flashes of a soft beginning, or something like what came first, before bits of this world became wondrous things made to die. And that's that. And the bishop I leave you with this time around is called Song. Summer is over upon the sea, the pleasure yacht, the social being that danced on the endless polished floor, stepped and sidestepped like Fred Astaire, is gone, docked somewhere ashore. The friends have left, the sea is bare, that was strewn with floating fresh green weeds. Only the rusty-sided freighters go past the moon's marketless craters, and the stars are the only ships of pleasure. Pretty good, right? All right, Caleb, that's all I got for you this week, my man.
That's Keaton, y'all. Reading some Elizabeth Bishop and some original poetry as well. Digging the new originals, man. Thank you so much for sharing with us tonight.
Yeah, thanks for having me, dude. It's always a pleasure.
Always a good time. Thanks, man. We'll see you next time. Y'all give it up one more time for Keaton.
Thanks, man. See ya.
See you, buddy. Yes, indeed. That's right. You got it tuned in here to the one and only Poetry Open Mic Asheville. Coming at you live from Asheville, North Carolina. Thanks for riding with us. We really appreciate the comments. Some comments for Keaton here. Yeah, thank you, Keaton. Cool. And, yeah, we got a bunch more performers coming at you. Y'all keep riding with us right here. Also, this Saturday, June 5th, the Lactones will be playing live at Kava, at Sovereign Kava. There will be a live stream, so you can all catch it. That'll be 5 p.m. to 9 p.m. Eastern Daylight Time. Check it out. We really appreciate it. Okay. All right. I think we're going to Delaware next, and then to Sovereign Kava, and then to LA. Wesley's joining us again tonight. So very good. Okay, cool. All right, looks good. Very good. All right, y'all sit back, relax, enjoy the open mic, and please make a whole bunch of noise. Live from Delaware tonight, we have the poet, historian, editor, Christopher T. George in the virtual house. Y'all make some noise. Howdy, Christopher.
Hello there, Caleb.
Hey, how's it going tonight?
All right. You got a little bit of white in your beard there that I hadn't noticed before. Is that new? Or, I don't know.
It's coming. It's been coming in, but it's
wow.
getting more noticeable every day.
Wow.
I'm just working on catching up with you, man.
Okay. All right. Well, you got a bit to go, and Keaton was reading new stuff. I'm going to read stuff that I wrote 46 years ago. So
wow, cool. Okay,
right.
so the opposite end of the spectrum. All
yeah,
right. So I think that's amazing. This is poetry that Christopher wrote before Keaton and I were born.
There you go. Right.
Yeah.
Right, yeah.
Very cool.
Making me feel even more ancient.
Sorry, you brought it up.
All right, okay, all right.
It's all good. I think age is cool, and I respect people who've been around longer than I have, seen more than I have.
Okay,
So
all right.
I'll sit back and listen, Christopher. Thank you for sharing.
Sure.
All right, y'all give it up for Christopher T. George.
Before I get to the next segment from my autobiographical poem, Toxtus, let me read this shorter piece by Colin McKim. It's called Burial Ground, and it has some semblance of connection to what I'm going to read. You'll hear when I reference Indians on me coming to America in 1955. This is called Burial Ground. We learned too late our farmhouse was built on a native burial ground. On troubled autumn nights, pale yellow spirits rose like stalks of corn through cracks in the maple floor. You had to squeeze between stiff, raspy leaves to reach the bathroom. Whispers in a dead tongue stirred raven shadows in the fearful hollow underneath my bed. As wailing winds drummed bony fists on rattling windows, I trembled under my shriveled blanket. Out in the barn, horses kicked at their stalls, trapped by windowless walls that boarded up the stars. It was icy cold in the house, chilling the bone, piercing the soul, as though a wounded child, fearing for its life, had run away forever, leaving a door wide open in the red wall of the heart. Okay, and this is, I sailed for America with my mom at the beginning of January 1955. And we were aboard a canard liner, Saxonia, from Prince's Landing Stage in Liverpool to the docks of Manhattan, where my father, who had preceded us in September 1954, was waiting for us. I've got the autographs of all the crew on board our ship. I run to the library to show Mummy, and she says yes. And do I know we'll be in America in 2 days' time? America It must be a wonderful place. Will I see cowboys? Will I see Indians? And is it really, as Daddy says it is, the land of opera? Opera? New York, huge yellow taxis play dodgem cars, steam rising mysteriously from manhole covers, white chewing gum blotches molded into asphalt. Anonymous slabs of buildings stretch upward and confront each other across a street. Far above, a lone seagull drifts in the blue between them. The train to Baltimore, a black conductor announcing, "Balmer, next stop, Balmer." Black conductor. The rag gollywog I once had. The worn iron rings hanging on the dark walls of the gory piazzas where they chained black slaves in the days when in Liverpool cotton was king. And where are the Indians? They are nowhere, not on the street corners, camping in teepees, not in the supermarkets, whooping it up in the aisles, forcing shoppers to form circles of their carts. But if you look hard enough, you can find a plastic one in your cornflakes packet. Schooled, and I am placed in the first grade. My classmates undoubtedly love me because on St. Valentine's Day, I receive a desk full of cards with red hearts printed on them. But then everybody else's desk is full. 2, even that of Miss Goldman, the teacher. I draw for Miss Goldman a cupid with a bow and arrow, and I sketch Robin Hood and his men firing arrows in a forest with trees that I outline with painstaking care. And Miss Goldman sees my work and she says she will arrange for me to take lessons in art downtown at the Maryland Institute. Dad drops me there each Saturday morning, and the boy who goes there tells me he hates me because I come from England, and his dad told him the English are bad people. That's why there was the American Revolution, and why the Americans fought for their independence from the English. It is hot in the sun, 100 degrees. The dust pall drifting above the baseball diamond. The rough yellowed grass long since worn away. I wear my tie in the heat because somehow I think it's English to wear a tie all the time. Mad dogs and an Englishman out in the midday sun. Alan Greenfeld rolls away a rotted log, and see, there are black and red striped salamanders squirming. Catch one and put it in this peanut butter jar. Alvin says there are some salamanders that have poisonous skins, and when you touch one of them, the poison infects your fingers and you die. I sit in the close heat in Alvin's bedroom, and he grabs my tie. "I will strangle you with your tie." Strangle me with my tie. Such violence, and to think Alvin now is sworn to live a life of peace. He has shaved his head, moved to Florida, and become one of the Hare Krishna people. Home lies 3,000 miles away, somewhere across the ocean. In my memory, my nana and granddad still there, as always. All the places I know, still there, as always, without me. Me in this strange land with all its heat and the big cars. I want to be with my nana and granddad. I go to scratch their names on the TV screen with a pin. I scratch N, and Dad catches me. I have to lay on the bed, my pants down, while he teaches me not to deface the television. But Mum and Dad say that I can go to England for my summer vacation. And they put me on a plane at New York. with a card tied to me, and I am all alone on the 12-hour never-ending trip on a propeller-driven aircraft flying via Gander, which I had thought was a goose. The plane is coming down, and England rises up toward me. The patchwork fields below, somber with morning dew, a herd of tiny cows grazing. The bump and jar as the wheels hit the runway, a muffled Batman guiding the plane to a stop. And what was England like now? If anything, it was better. Unreal England, grandparents to spoil me, to take me wherever I'd like to go, walk across the sands to Hilbury, a day's sail to Llandudno, the Great Orme towering over the ship, a fortnight with Uncle Doug down south in Bournemouth. Glades with purple spears of foxgloves to quicken the heart, the cool sea surging over barnacled rocks, the aroma of kelp, and Uncle Doug gives me a tour of historic sites. At ruined Abbey, I find a bone I convince myself belonged to a martyred Saxon king. And too soon all those days just sift away. In the lounge, Grandad packs my suitcase, and it is time to drive to Manchester Airport. Everything is gathered up ready for the trip back. Another set of memories for me to feed on through the fall, winter, and spring till next summer. And so it went for 4 years, me flying across the Atlantic to England every summer until I was 11 years old. And then Mom and Dad asked me if I would like to go back to England for school. And I said, what could I say? I said, yes. And I will read more next time, Caleb. Thank you.
Thank you, Christopher. Good stuff. Yes.
Okay.
Taking the autobiographical poems. Thank you for sharing with us.
You bet.
All right. We'll see you next time, Christopher.
See you then. Thank you, Caleb.
All right. Everyone give it up one more time for Christopher T. George. Yes. Delaware in the house tonight. Virtually. Very good. All right. All right. Cool. Let's see. We got LA coming up in a little bit, and Chicago, and a few other places. But we're gonna hang out in Asheville for a second, because we're going over to Sovereign Kava, our home for many years, and keeping the home again soon, and keeping the open mic going all this time through the virtual times. So we really appreciate them. Y'all be sure and check out the bar. They're open noon to 10 every day. And, of course, if you're performing on the open mic, you got a free double shot waiting on you at Sovereign Kava. Also, check out the Lactones live at the Kava Bar this Saturday, June 5th, 5 to 9 p.m. Eastern Daylight Time. You can catch the stream on the Sovereign Kava Facebook and YouTube channels. Check it out. All right. Let's see what Sovereign's up to tonight. Yes, indeed. We got Chris Madrano down there all leathered up, ready to go. Y'all make some noise for Sovereign. What's up, Madrano?
Not much. How are you?
Looking good. I'm good, man. Yeah. How you doing tonight?
I'm doing great. Things are great.
Good.
Lost power and something, but it's fine. We'll get it back.
It's great, right? It's great.
Great. We have I got 5 performers here tonight.
All right. Let's get to them then.
Musical acts.
Uh-huh.
And we have some
Nice ear.
Some other acts. Some poetry.
Yes.
There we go. So, but it's going to be wild, and it's going to be outside, and it's going to be fun. So I guess
All right.
without further ado, why don't I bring up
Let's get down to
Rachel
it.
Atkins?
Rachel,
Atkins,
in the
everybody.
house. Everyone give it up for Rachel. Woo.
How did this go?
Right.
What's up, Rachel?
Sorry.
Something's unplugged.
It's very bright. Welcome. You're live on Poetry Open Mic Asheville. We're going to turn it over to you now for some poetry. Thanks, Rachel.
Okay, that should work now.
Thank you.
Rachel Atkins, everybody.
Hello. I have a couple of new ones that I would like to read for you. So without further ado, this one is called Wallpaper. What's it like to not mourn floral wallpaper, and to always just miss those big trees to climb or to turn over the hourglass back to where it started? You are not cinder blocks. You were never really heavy enough. You aren't even air merely directing my sailmast. I think you might be nothing at all, because you always sent me out to battle without armor. But I am not your soldier. I'm not even the spider anymore, hiding within cobwebs just out of reach. I stretch my legs on the empty seat on the airplane once more. I spent months not thinking at all, and now honey is nothing more but an item on my shopping list, marked out beside these empty toothpaste smiles and shampooed appearances. I am exhausted from falling in love with strangers that pass me by. I'm exhausted from that which I fabricate in my head. I'm exhausted from the bacteria I choose to accept in order to feel something that I think I'm missing. I'm exhausted from being haunted by shadows of what never really existed at all. I wonder what's left for me on this plane of existence, if I'll ever be comfortable with this conference or this silent hum, or of hiding within these nuances of realities that were never really meant for me. He asked me to open my folding chair. Oh, how I miss that. She says she's not a depression writer. Oh, how I admire that. How I admire her ability to weave, to create. My tendency to use inadequacy as an excuse is the actual cinder block. Because being with you was like being at war with myself, my goals, my aspirations, my inner truth. The oozing desperation, like the Ouroboros, just overindulging head to toe, cranium to foot, just to regurgitate it all out before me and face this blind, faceless lack of a spirit that I allowed to dwell in my home, and that I allowed to feed off of me too. The irony of the email was the fact that you did initiate a metamorphic reaction, that cause and effect, because I will always adapt, but you will stay in your purgatory, your cycle repeating over and over like a layer of hell running from mirror shards and reflection. Always parasitic in your nature, sucking love from anyone that catches your glance, avoiding looking inward and change. I have always known that I deserve love, despite your teenage affliction of thinking that you needed to tell me. Your cryptic and childlike excuse for poetry was nothing but a catalysm to something that I've always felt deep in my bones, that this monarch has to fight and push and not settle for bloodsuckers and fools, but whether it's my wings, my mass, my stretched legs, I am invariably expanding, persistent in my transmutation. Fuck cinder blocks. I will always climb, even when you break my wrist. I will always sprint when you knock my knees blood covered and dirty. I will spit in the face of anybody that tries to strip me of my identity. I know I said I've never needed a hero, but what I have needed is support. I'm not your fucking soldier. I'm not here to battle. I'm not here to be at war. I'm not sure if I'm anything at all. Sometimes I just feel like a whisper. These groggy, empty days following bad dreams of being chased challenge me, but I like to embrace the dark, lonely sides of myself. I don't let them overcome, because I don't wish to mourn wallpaper. I wish to climb trees. All right. Are we good? Okay. Um, I haven't titled this one. It's brand new, so it's probably not even finished. But well, here we go. Sweet, sweet abyss, I wait for you in the morning hours. I wait for you in the quiet cicada summer nights. I am but a fool for this hoax. As I melt into you and tell you whatever you say, drunk off your pheromones, I fold myself into you. I am disembodied. Do you call? Do I care? Someone whispers my name like tippy taps on windows, and I take pause. I feel it. That fresh, warm summer night air, that orange juice ray of heat spread across my face, sprinkled like freckled constellations. Do I cave? Do I craft? I still feel it. That tide pulling me undertow in silence for no benefit, only consequence. This is only going to end badly. Everything breathes together. I try to collect things that aren't there. Who's driving? Which intruder is in my home this time? Stop settling, because you don't call, and I do care. But I can still move mountains with my hips, and I no longer put sorries in my pockets. I turn them into rainfall. This dance of ebb and flow only leaves me restless, but my sweet, sweet abyss, I still wait. Thank you. Thank you.
Give it up for Rachel! What's up, What's up? Open mic. Wow, it's so good to be back here at the Kava bar. What's up, everybody? We got a little crew out here tonight. It's so good to see everyone. Cool. Yes, we're going to be doing more of this, and we're going to start hosting the open mic here from the bar really soon. So y'all keep coming out, supporting the open mic, keeping this thing going with us. We really appreciate everyone. Y'all buy some shots here, tip your barkeeps. If you're performing tonight, you got a free double waiting on you. And we got some more performers coming up. Who's next?
Chris Young.
Chris Young's here. Woo! Everybody out there in virtual world and here. Make some noise for Chris Young. That's
Love
awesome.
you, man.
And thanks to Madrano for holding it down up here at the bar. Yeah.
Thanks to you for inventing it. I mean, it's an amazing mic, and it needs this to be honored. I stole the idea. You stole the idea of an open mic? This is not the first open mic ever. No, the idea of a poetry, like a mixed-use open mic that, you know, it's poetry, it's comedy, it's music, it's weird performance things. It's a guy who invented an instrument in his bathroom. You know, it's happened. It's everything. So, you know, it's an incredible thing, and we're delighted that we've all worked together to keep it going during this crazy time. And as times are changing, it's gonna get it's gonna get better and better.
Yep.
And we can't wait to have it all back here. You know.
Yep.
With you guys tuning in sometimes, maybe we'll figure something out. It's gonna be great.
Yeah, totally. Well, thank you, Chris.
Yeah.
And up next, we have Chris.
Yeah.
And maybe some more Chris after that.
Tonight is Chris, Rachel, Chris. No, I'm not. Rachel,
I
Chris.
dig it.
A lot of
Rachel. We got
Rachels.
some Rachels, too. Nice.
And some Chris's.
I'm digging this, y'all.
We were sponsored by RC Cola. Rarely. That got an applause? RC Cola?
It's the South, man. They love their RC.
Is RC big in the South?
I don't know. Well, I'm thinking of cheer wine.
Cheer wine is bizarre.
Cheer wine's great.
It's like the Dr. Pepper of the South.
I don't even drink soda.
I just need one more quarter-inch cable. I forgot there was a second quarter-inch.
Here, do we? Should we put some on all?
Yeah, use that one.
Put someone else
That
on.
one. Can you use that one or no?
This
We're having some more technical difficulties of a highly technical nature.
Unprepared.
Lacey's on it.
Take off your socks.
Yeah, take off your socks.
I'll go look here.
You want to go in the meantime?
I know there's one right back here. So he can't find it.
Yeah, if you can just put somebody else on. Fucking amateur hour.
Well, shit, I'll split a point.
Plunger.
Oh, man, I haven't done that in forever. I don't know if I know that off the top of my head. Thank you, though, yeah. I'll do, this is called the surprise. If I can remember it.
You can do it. Put your back into it.
While still stones whisper in my ears, climbing the mountain. More brilliant falling leaf like a silent dervish still spinning. Mind of resurrection, infantile dialect, reasoning, experiencing. The old seafarer watches the storm wash in. A different wind drives the tides, and moon pulls and rises, drifting through pure existences, 1,000 alligator pits swarming, made angry by red meat, 406 burning blue windows to worlds in soft midnight exploding. One nation, under frog, hyper divisible, with eggs and a side of ketchup.
All
right.
Does 2 work?
Kick ass. I think we got some original music coming at you right here. Wow, y'all should see all
I set up in the back room last week, and I thought I was all prepared and had this under control, but
all right.
I need to set up.
Let's wrangle this guitar in here. We have that. I hear it. All right, that's the sound of guitar.
That is the sound of guitar. And here's the sound of music.
I've been doing this bit. Have you ever listened to I Am 16 Going on 17? It's possibly the most sexist song I've ever heard. Well, that's not true at all. But it's really sexist, and like my kid just watched it, and it was like, what? Why? It's your life, little girl, is an open page. Men will want to write on. You are 16, going on 17, baby. You're on the brink. I mean, it's crazy.
Okay, let's see here.
So
We're going
Welcome
right now.
to the Kava Bar Open Mic, brought to you by Red 40.
What was that?
I'm so close.
We're almost there.
I'm so close.
Hey, what's in the news?
Yeah, they took the Vance Monument down.
They took the Vance Monument down. I occasionally peruse the Facebook ASHEViLLE page just to see what the people around here. And there's so many people who are like, they should have left it up. It's a real part of our culture. And I'm like, but it's you don't see it was built in 1900 to.
All right, you can stop. Sorry about that.
The whole point of coming out is to get ready to perform after a year of inaction.
Hi, my name's Chris. I go by Disco Goddess. Disco Goddess, everybody, give it up!
Hell yeah! I mean, that's good enough. Like, good. Yeah, I'm happy with that.
Shit, yeah, I'm happy with it. Y'all give it up for Chris Young up here. All original music composed on the Nintendo with live guitar. Amazing. Very good. Y'all keep it locked here. This is Poetry Open Mic Asheville. We got a bunch more performers coming at you. We got a couple more folks live here from Sovereign Kava. We're outside Sovereign Kava right now on the patio here in beautiful Asheville, North Carolina. And coming up in just a little bit, we got some more virtual performers joining us live from around the world. Wesley's coming up over in Los Angeles here in just a little bit. And we'll be checking in with Emilio in Chicago a little bit later on, so keep it locked right here, Poetry Open Mic Asheville. Awesome. My name's Caleb Beissert. It's great to be hosting tonight, here, there, and everywhere. They're doing the pogo stick over there. I love this. All right, I think we have Rachel McMurray up next on the mic tonight. So everybody, please give a big warm welcome for Rachel McMurray. Real applause.
All right. Hey, y'all. Well, first of all, I just want to say I'm so glad to be here, and this is such a beautiful blessing to be in person again. So, also, happy Pride Month. It's an exciting thing. So, I have a couple of pieces. They're originals, and the first one is my very favorite one to perform because it's the first thing I performed here at the open mic long ago, so it means a lot to me. And it's called The Slow Wave of Our Dreams. In plain sight are our deepest secrets hidden. Do you come now, beloved, unbidden? Do you come without an asking? Like a long-lost past hope you forgot and put aside, so caught in time's great tide, you wanted to be drowned? Or did you hear a call, all alone? A grand and solemn sound, softest in your ear, like underwater bells that know your name. And have you been a trained bear? Paws all full of honey and ready to remit every penance ever paid. A melody never to be raised from the ground, but left pristine to plant its seeds, doting upon the clicks and clacks of the railroad rocks hitting iron, flung from the fists of graffiti-eyed American boys, too appended to be scared. And what would you have them want instead? Where troubled gravel stones decay in mouths for thousands of eons until they come seeping into our eyes. A starlit dream time, a hand-to-hand kind of elation. plucked like a sacred bud and offered to the water that fills up our profane veins, forgetting in the giving all our dynasties of shame, remembering suddenly a constant thrum of things to become, like wings of hummingbird and bee, a drum, a drum, a drum. Not a tsunami like we thought, but a slow wave that edges ever at our toes and begs us home, by way of particle made of myth, a now built to explode, a song that tells the story of the magic that comes with. So gather round and lay your burdens down and listen to how your worry and your fear disappear with the sound. Thanks, y'all. All right. Thanks so much. So, this is called The Beginning of the World. For untold millennia, humans have wished death upon themselves. No one is sure how it started, this voracious appetite for destruction, but it persisted. It came to them in wars, threats of punishment, nightmares about the end of the world. It came to them in drought, disease, infestation, revolution, in fire and in earthquake, in nuclear disaster. Fear is an unrelenting God. It eats your soul, spits out the seeds, licks its blood-red lips. Fear is the demon that never sleeps. When it finally became apparent that the end would never come, they refused to accept it. Not the peasants, of course. They'd never been hungry for power or the mercy of oblivion. The meek of the world lived on, riding their bikes, cooking their dinners, raising their young, blessedly ignorant of the harsh and careful whispers filling the minds of the dark ones. They, with a capital T, hoped for domination, plotted elaborate centuries-long schemes prideful of their hidden knowledge, performed their perverse rituals. They hailed the harbinger of doom in the moonlight, shivering at the call of the owl, the sight of the crow. They killed and were killed, reveling in their dangerous game. And when the veil was lifted, the masquerade finished, the pomp and circumstance petering to a sudden miraculous halt, they saw their own reflections and fell to their knees in clarity, felt the weight, the terrible truth of what they'd done. The trumpets rang, the earth shook, the bells and drums went forth and multiplied. Moloch took a stately bow and handed the mic to his brother, his partner in crime. Scene, they bellowed together, and laughed a wondrous laugh that echoed throughout the forest of time. Roll credits. The rainbow appeared. The grand mystery of the storm rumbled joyfully across the mountains. Momentary peace, and the deal was done. And then, the sweet, faintest hints, the shadow of the covenant's twin, a double rainbow. What does it mean? Cried the youth, filling the air with their unfettered glee. The joke at last revealed. The giants came and went. Hollywood partied in its mansions, New York in their ancient brownstones, Moscow in their domed cathedrals, Tokyo cheering from their shiny skyscrapers, Lagos dancing triumphantly, Sydney doing the haka, the boats along the Rio Grande shouting hallelujah, Johannesburg alight with victory, paper lanterns erupting from Hong Kong, Montreal sparking their tobacco, Mumbai loading their cannabis pipes, Kathmandu sprinting their prayer wheels, Oslo toasting skull, Manila leaping for joy, Giza beaming. Jerusalem, weeping in relief. The lovers looked at each other from across the great divide and smirked. All was well. The beginning was here. Prayers and parades, praises and glory, and nobody watched as the evil ascended, took a sharp right turn, and disappeared into space, the stars swallowing the story like the rain swallows the fields, giving birth to a reign of magic. Thanks, y'all. Thanks so much.
All right, Rachel. Y'all keep it going for Rachel McMurray up here. Thank you, Rachel. Good stuff. All right. Yes, indeed. We're rocking and rolling here. Thanks for riding with us. We got a couple more performers coming up here live from Sovereign Kava, and then we got some more people joining in remotely. So stay tuned in. We love doing this for y'all and bringing this to you every week. And keep the comments going too. We love to hear from our viewers. Y'all leave us some comments out there. And let's see. I think we've got our good friend Teso here with us to play some music for us tonight. Y'all make some noise for Teso McDonald. Give it up. Yeah. Chill tonic.
What's up, guys? I'll stay. Sure? Yeah. Don't trip, don't trip. Don't trip, don't trip. Don't trip, don't trip. Don't trip, don't moments passing me by. And I don't wanna waste my time. I'm fixing my life. I'm wondering why I can trust what you say. See through the lies and tell me everything's okay. You're standing there when life isn't there. Don't trip, don't trip. Don't trip, don't trip. Sourpuss, don't trip, don't trip. Don't trip, don't moments passing me by. And I guess I'll waste your time and fuck up my life. You're standing there in the place we first began. Life is unfair and you wish the pain would end. I'm wondering why we see through the lies. Sourpuss, don't trip, don't trip. Nemo, Naima, don't trip, don't trip. Sourpuss, don't trip, don't trip. Mama Khadijah, memories set my soul afire. Everything that you need for a feeling so cold. The sweetest lullabies lead to dreams of you and I in harmony. That is when you tell me everything's okay. Alright, here's another new song. Hey, you got my afro in there? Y'all know what you're doing. Alright, here's a song. I just wrote this week. and slowly breaks my heart. The truth is that we'll never know. And every step is where you start. On the path to letting go. And close your eyes and we'll go to sleep. A lullaby to rest in peace. The children in the other room. No comprehension of the walls or why they stand. No politics and innocence. No thought of what's to come or when it all may end. To close your eyes and rest in peace. No lullaby could welcome sleep. Cheers to the recently deceased. Blessed be the slumber that beneath. Beneath the folly and the ferns. When my time comes, I'll take my turn to close my eyes and carry on. Don't cry when my body is burned on the mantle in a jar for burns. Just close your eyes and sing along. Just close your eyes and carry on. Hey, I'm playing at the Orange Peel on the 25th of June. Y'all come out, get yourself a ticket. Love to see all y'all there. Much love to everybody.
Yes.
Tasto, everybody. Tasto from Chill Tonic. Yeah. All right, next up we have someone who has performed on the mic many times, doing some flute for us. Here's Alex.
Alex!
Everybody, long time no see. I've only got like 5 minutes, so I'm just going to do flute. And I've got this new droning flute, much more packable out in the woods. Let's see if we can get this to work. Should work right here. Mm-hmm.
There you go. Okay, bye.
Yeah, me too.
Wait, where's the host?
Where's Chris?
All
right. And up next, our host, Chris Ladrano. All right.
It's not a bad look at all. All right. Hi, how's everybody? That's very, very funny, Chris. How's everybody doing tonight? So this is like the warm-up as the mood changes, right? To a person that I've come to rely on at these mics. Mark Hudson, everybody. Thank you, everybody. Thank you, Chris. Keep it going for Chris Madrano. Holy shit, we've got a mic. We got a microphone. I didn't realize how loud I was until this moment. No, it's cool. This is great. No, I love it. I love it. I love it. I love it. Yeah. What's up? All right, I'm gonna say some things and hope that you enjoy it. Okay. These first few haikus are for my buddy Joe out there in the audience. So this is a character I did last week. This is a really amped up NFL football fan. It's locker room time! Take off your pants now, dudes! Hit dudes in their mouths. NFL, man stuff. Scoring touchdowns is my life. Getting paid, big butts, bucks. Big dudes and their balls. Ain't nothing but big balls here. Hack me the balls, man. Wieners and winners. Put my hands under your dong and hike. Hail Mary, we win. Okay. All right, enough of that guy. That was for Joe. Okay, here's we'll do an original flow. All the cool kids call it that. Okay, I wrote this yesterday. My jib's cut. Gonna be a big tuck. Slut it up. What are you offering? Moff Tarkin? Grand Admiral, yes, I admire the attire. The tie's on backwards and your smile is upside down. I'm not clowning, but take that cloud down the street. I don't want that shit bothering me, see? Ooh, la, la, ah, wee, wee. I just want to collab creatively. Don't be fucking snooty. I like falling on my face while I'm up in the clouds. That way it doesn't hurt. How you like me now? All right, the last guy crept in there, I think. Oh my God, this makes such a difference having this microphone. Oh, it is power. I have to back up because I'm gonna blow this speaker. Okay, all right, it's palindrome time, y'all. Okay, nice. Here we go. These are long.
Okay? So get your mind ready. Bad pals spat rap on trap maps, Hannah. Spam part no par taps slap dab. Yeah. Yep. Mad dubstep slap. Pals, pets, bud, damn. You'll notice I have some favorite words in these. Uh, Sid spins Maul's food. Doof swam snips dis. Steep Sid flow peed on ogre. Ergo, no deep wolf dis Pete's. It's Pete's, y'all. It's Pete's. Ma, I am mad dog. Goddamn, Ma, I am. Ma, I am a parappa. Ma, I am. Ma, I am Dr. Awkward. Ma, I am. Nab Pete's nuts. Now. One stun steep ban. Ogre spam. Mmm. Maps. Ergo. I did pee. Eep. Did I? All right, those are all my palindromes. Okay. Um, okay, I recently purchased a Zen garden. I don't know if y'all know what a Zen garden is, but it helps to calm your mind and your soul. And it came with this. It's Zen garden meditations, which I'm going to choose a few at random to do as Yoda, because they're pretty. I mean, that's all he speaks in is meditations, right? Ah, yeah. That's a little secret for y'all Star Wars. Okay. When I awake in the morning, I listen to those I love, especially to things they don't say. Hmm? Knowing others is wisdom. Knowing yourself is enlightenment. The quieter you become, the more you are able to hear. Hmm? Have the heart of a small child. Hmm? How can the drops of water know themselves to be a river? Hmm? Oh God, I've opened up something here. We shape clay into a pot, but it is the emptiness inside that holds whatever we want. Hmm? Not that very. Okay. Okay, here we go. Sitting quietly, doing nothing. Spring comes and the grass grows by itself. Okay. All right. I'll only one more of these. I'll just do one more. Okay. Oh, here we go. As the roof was leaking, a Zen master told two monks to bring something to catch the water. One brought a tub, the other a basket. The first was severely reprimanded, the second highly praised. Okay. Okay, and I'll end with a random sonnet. It is gonna be this one. All right, I think it's 73. 73. Yeah, that looks right. Yes, it's LXXIII. That's 73, right? Yeah, I think so. I'm working on the Roman. Okay. Yeah, it's always LXXX, Chris. Okay. Okay. That time of year thou mayest in me behold, when yellow leaves, or none, or few, do hang upon those boughs which shake against the cold, bare ruined choirs where late the sweet birds sang. In me thou seest the twilight of such day, as after sunset fadeth in the west, which by and by black night doth take away death's second self that seals up all in rest. In me thou seest the glowing of such fire that on the ashes of his youth doth lie, as the deathbed whereon it must expire, consumed with that which it was nourished by. This thou perceivest, which makes thy love more strong, to love that well which thou must leave ere long. All right. Thank you all for hanging out tonight. We got a mic. We got some audience. Give it up for Chris Madrano.
Give it up for Mark Hudson, everybody. That was incredible.
Indeed.
Thank you,
Mark
Caleb.
Hudson, Chris Madrano, thanks a lot, y'all. And all the performers down at Sovereign Kava.
Thank
All
you.
right.
Yeah. There's a certain thing that happens if you hear something, and I'm like, my brain, I'm gonna die. See, I'm gonna die. I'm gonna have an aneurysm because I'm trying to figure out why the basket's better. For a leak. It makes no sense.
Yeah.
It's driving me nuts.
I don't know either.
Maybe I have no imagination. Maybe whatever. I'm not gonna say
No,
that.
there is no basket.
Maybe my family is right and I have no imagination and I'm just a rational bore.
All right.
All right. It's really like
Y'all
I
are
can
too
feel
much.
the blood shooting out of my nose as my brain goes, but why basket? Why basket? It makes no sense. Why basket? Caleb?
All right, y'all. Thanks a lot. Chris Madrano, all the performers down at Sovereign, Rachel, Chris,
Thank you to all of
Mark,
you.
Alex. Y'all all rock. Thanks a lot. Thanks for hanging out there. We'll see y'all real soon, all right? Magic. All right. Everybody out there, make a whole bunch of noise for our friends down at Sovereign.
Thank you guys.
We'll see you next time. That's right. Sovereign Kava in the house. Welcome to the open mic. My name's Caleb Beissert. And we got some more performers coming at you next, so keep it locked right here. We do have a few comments. I want to make sure we blast the comments. So we really appreciate all the comments. That's the performer link there in the comments if anyone else wants to jump on tonight. We got an extra space or two. We're going to fly out to LA here in just a moment. But y'all keep the comments coming, the likes, the shares. We really appreciate the support, keeping this going. You know, it's been I know it's been a hard year for everyone. It's been a hard year for open mic, but we pushed ourselves, challenged ourselves, and now we bring you this virtual open mic show, and we're going to be transitioning back into our live show as well, while still offering some virtual stuff. So y'all keep tuning in, keep supporting the mic. We really appreciate it. It means a lot. Cool. Shout out to E. Yeah, I know, I was too. Just hilarious. All right, let's see if we got LA in the house now. Wesley's gonna fly in for us and do a set of poetry for y'all. So y'all make some noise for Wesley Hine. Give it up. What's up, Wesley?
Greetings. Hey, Caleb.
Greetings. Hey, how you doing tonight? Oh,
I'm awesome. You guys are doing good.
Mm-hmm. Good, man. How are things in LA?
Oh, pretty good. I think I got an LA themed poem instead of my usual Chicago based or my
Yeah.
effed up childhood in Chicago in Wisconsin
Mm-hmm.
poems.
Yeah. Well, we like that stuff too, but yeah, I'm stoked to hear the LA poetry as well. Very good. Cool. Yeah. So a couple of LA poems for us tonight, and yes, thank you indeed for being here, man. It's so good to get together and like connect with people who we may never even have crossed paths, but it's cool,
Yeah.
It's a fun like small little poetry world.
You must have been like down the block. You can like pop into your place and into the cafe at the same time.
Yeah, I had to move pretty quickly, but yeah, not too far, and Asheville's not too big of a town anyway. So,
Yeah, I've hung out there.
Yeah, it's not LA where you're going 4 miles away and it takes 45 minutes.
Yeah.
But no, I love LA, man. I just hate the fucking traffic there. But
Yeah.
I'm sure I'm preaching to the choir, but anyway, cool. Well, I'm stoked to hear the poems. I'll turn it over to you, Wesley. Thanks for being with us tonight.
Yep. Thank you, sir.
Absolutely. Y'all give it up for Wesley.
This is called Freak Kingdom. They all end up here. The schizos, the shapeshifters, like bugs to light, they all flock to Hollywood. They come here or go to Area 51, following the clues on the TV screen. Failed actors, failed street performers, failed street people. Chameleons with no shade. The sun has shined through. Dreamers outshining the stars in the sky as palm trees explode like fireworks. There's a homeless man on the curb wearing a VR headset. He's somewhere else, sitting in a pile of loose ends. The bleach blonde, frozen on the corner like a statue, is wearing a Santa hat and a ballet dress. The skinny black man sounding the alarm in the street is wearing a sombrero and a stash. Fingers melting like candles. They all come here. They all end up here. And so have I. At night, the houses in the Hollywood Hills flicker. The porch lights mingle up with the stars. Meanwhile, we drag our knuckles down in the valley below and stare up at the homes of the rich with the same bewilderment as peering into the center of the galaxy, staring into a world equally mysterious and unattainable. Heads full of dreams as I wonder if I'm too insane to be an artist or not insane enough. This one's called Love. Love. Hot cement after rain, humid night breeze. Streets are neon mirrors, gutters filled with rainbow, the smell of ozone, clean dirt, burning mist. My love and I walking, looking for ice cream. Streetlights spin as the rotating door reflects the history of the world in a haze. Ghosts between blinks, laughing because we're in love. The poor, slouching earth is green with rust. The air is wet with heat. My heart is at rest finally. This next one's called Hangover Prophecy. This was in the Wellington Street Review Pride issue in 2019. goes like this. When all the graves sprout seeds, when there's knotted eyes in the trees, when all the stars are washed away by cities, when the skulls hatch and the sun blinks and the Arctic tide comes in, all that we've loved and forgotten will come back to claim us. And that's it for me.
Good stuff, Wesley.
Thanks, sir.
Yeah. I love that. I love that last one. I really love all that, and the first the LA piece, man. I love the imagery in that.
Oh, thanks, sir.
I was like, yeah, really takes me there. Very good stuff. Well, dude, thank you so much for joining and sharing in the poetry with us, and I hope you will come back next time and share more.
Yeah, will do.
Excellent. Cool. Everybody out there, give it up one more time for Wesley Hine, live from LA tonight. Thanks, Wesley. Hell yes. Rocking and rolling here. You know it. It's Poetry Open Mic Asheville. Thanks so much for being with us tonight. My name is Caleb Beissert. It is a pleasure to be your host each and every Wednesday night. Our technical director is Morgan Beissert, and our sponsor is Sovereign Kava. Yes, Sovereign Kava. So y'all keep it locked right here. We got more open mic coming at you. Let's see. We're looking for a couple performers. I'm gonna blast the comments real quick. While we're waiting, I think we got Amelia Maldonado getting connected. We're looking for Justin, Jim, and anyone else who wants to sign up or wants to jump on tonight. And now's the time to do it. We're gonna close this thing out soon. So yes, indeed. All right, we got Amelia coming. Cool. Well, I will I'll do a poem or two real quick. But many thanks to our sponsor, Sovereign Kava. Y'all be sure and support them. They're doing good stuff here in the community. Very good, very good. This poem is called Invisible World. I wring out laundry in the rank world. Blackbirds fly in and out of an open window. For centuries, distress was my dwelling place. Now I look skyward and dream, head resting in an open window. Tall buildings and street poles block my view, so I throw all my possessions out of an open window. Kings and their lobbyists lie down in palace corridors. A falcon with a note appears at the open window. Rulers cannot be trusted. Nothing has changed. A bandit steals my soul and makes through an open window. Beside the oak bookshelf, there's a wine bottle filled with peacock feathers. The invisible world lies just beyond the open window. All right. Doesn't seem right. That's alright. This one's called A Jazz Chord Came Out. When I stepped on the floorboard at my grandmother's house, a jazz chord came out. A quick run, a little scale of creaks underneath the carpet. as if there were a man inside the wall feeding on mold and letting his beard grow around a saxophone. In the evening when the lights are low, he searches the empty spaces for the house made of notes. Outside, loud, horny bullfrogs, the baritones of the night, accompany cicadas that ever so rock our bed while great ships of cloud carry the moon across to safety. Another journey past, time for rest, rest for time. Now we are home, most home, home as we'll ever be. Clock blinks a green 12 a.m. Cows jump over the riff, going home to. This is called Like Sheol. I was hoping you'd think that. Stand in the room with grandmother, dad, silent, except for the little sounds thoughts make when you're thinking. A Beethoven score plays, stroke of light on piano bench by window, curtains the color of Miss Haversham's dress that sway noiseless in radiator waves. The carpet whispers stale death, touches your feet. It's warm. Grandmother warning you, tie those shoes. Don't throw your candy wrapper in the leaves. It will stay there and sound like the world's teeth chattering, an endless sonata with a flat middle C. No one can get the attention of deaf composers who play so vigorously they do not hear the bad harmony with silence, eating a lopsided cake, the smell of blackening roses in your ears. In a dim parlor, grandmother says, do good music, it's due respect. Your fingers soon will blacken too, and you won't hear the sounds of the hairs inside your ears, even though hearing, they say, is the last sense to go. To la niña de los pines. A voice rings out Granadian streets, the voice, a pair of severed wings, the voice, like the azan from a minaret, blue voice of a million hillsides, green voice, naked in the morning rain, moon voice, glides above the arachnid guitars, voice of light, twisting into darkness, her voice, a romance of water, voice that goes across the sky. Anyone else? Where they at? All right. This one's called September 11th Elegy. They took your hands. Victor Jara, the Chilean singer, crushed them. Told you to play your guitar in the football stadium full of prisoners. Warmth in the catacombs tonight. 44 tunnels in your body. in Sacramonte. 100 silver nails in the heel of a flamenca. Clap against floor, thunder calls flame. Red spinning petals unfold, feathers pointed whirling. Her black eyes so alone, yet the room watches lightning. Camareras with trays of cañas look on, darting as in dream about the cave. Forgive me, I am not from here. I stopped in because I heard the music. The room grows silent. All right, I think we got Emilio connected now. Do we have Emilio? Justin, Jim, anyone else? All right, I think we got Emilio connected. Awesome. Very good. Well, Emilio is all the way over in Chicago, so y'all gonna have to make some extra noise. We love Chicago. Y'all give it up for Emilio Maldonado. Make some noise, make some noise. Yeah. What's up, Emilio?
What up, dog?
Chilling, man. What you up to tonight?
So I was on my way home, and then you had a lot of mofos not show up, so I didn't get to do it from the comfort of my own chair. I'm standing. That's the fucking train behind me. I don't know how loud it's coming through right now, but
oh, you're at the station?
No, I'm on the street. I'm on Milwaukee Avenue in Logan Square.
Oh yeah.
But right behind me,
Logan
you kind of
Square.
see it over here, is the fucking train. There's like the tracks.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Yep. Yeah, they're like raised up in Chicago.
Yeah, well, we got both kind
Yeah.
of country and western.
Yeah,
So,
right.
So that's one of the that line actually goes underneath and above different
Cool.
parts of the city, and right here is where more or less it's coming. Not too far from here, it rises out.
Yeah,
So,
but it's the above ground ones that are super loud.
Brother,
like
they're
shit.
all fucking loud, depending on where you're at, man.
That's true, man. Your house right above the line, it's gonna be loud. Either
For
way,
real,
yeah.
or if you're like, because they got air vents, different places where the subway's at. So if you were around there, that's a fucking roar, man. When I was a little
I
kid,
believe it.
when I was little, they still had train cars in the subway that you could open the windows to, but they had these little bars so that nobody could like accidentally, get their arm fucking chopped off or whatever.
Yeah.
But I didn't realize this until like decades later, that the sound of the train blasting through the subway was a nightmare of mine throughout my childhood.
Interesting.
I didn't know what the fuck. I couldn't even describe it because it was just a sonic nightmare, right?
Yeah.
So it wasn't until I was like in my, 20s, 30s, and I was like dozing off on the train, and then somebody moved between the cars in the subway, so they opened it, and that fucking roar blasted through, because now the cars are all, shut and air conditioned and, and all that. And man, the startle I got, like I woke up in a fucking cold sweat, and instant, like I didn't even have a time to think, it was like instant, instinct, instinct, you know what I mean? And immediately burst into fucking sweat. And I was like, what the fuck? And then, but I had a moment, I'm like, oh, that's it. That's the motherfucker that used to haunt me when I was a kid. I mean, it was cool to discover it. Like I had a smile, but man, and that shit under the ground is loud. Anyhow, I had to make a not a pit stop, but I had to swing a locate off the road, because there wasn't as much there wasn't as long of a list as other times. So I was gonna pull over at this parking lot, where sometimes there's skateboarders that are hanging around, and I didn't see any, because I thought that would have been cool to either read with them in the background or watch me get beat up by some skateboard toughs. But
either way,
either way, it makes entertainment,
Yep.
But what ended up happening is I didn't really hear. I heard a skateboard, but I couldn't see anybody. So sorry, I'm just flipping the aspect here. So but where I'm at is right in front of my absolute favorite bar in Chicago. It's got that red light, that Leinenkugel light. It is called Cole's, and maybe you
Cole's
can make it
Bar,
out at
shout
night
out.
on the awning. But it's
Yep.
it's my number one baby, super
That's the
favorite
spot.
bar. Oh, it's exactly the kind of bar that I like. You know, it's dirty, it's rowdy. It's like a bar that it's a bar that you're familiar with because they serve big pours. They have like really good beers, but they also have really cheap beers.
Is that
You know?
that's why I'm familiar with it?
Well, yeah, you know this, man. You know this.
You already know. You already know about the
man.
big pours and the shots. Yeah.
You speak as a Deutsch, man.
No, man,
Yeah,
it sounds
brother.
like fun, man. Yeah.
Yeah, so
It's
I
nice
just
to have those good spots, you know.
Oh man,
those
you know,
bars, man.
this is a rando in this neighborhood because this neighborhood has become like super fucking bro. So it's like so lucky that this place not only exists here, but has survived here. Because like, I mean, I'm not kidding. Across the street, there's 3 bars that are like 50-50, and then on the weekend like 80-20 super fucking douchebag fucking bros. And I don't mean only like, you know, fucking, you know, Brads and Karens. I mean also like fucking, you know, Melvins and Anitas. No, I mean Melvins and Anitas and fucking Juans and Jasmines. You know, it's like it's a rainbow of douchebags over there. Which, you know, that's cool. I mean, you know, we're a diverse city. Rainbow of douchebags. But
yeah.
Yeah, I just heard myself say that.
No, I know. I mean, yeah. Like places are like getting gentrified. They're not what they were. That kind of thing, you know.
Super
but it's nice.
It's
nice to still like have those places that have held out. You know, like
absolutely.
Neighborhood bar kind of spots.
Man,
I mean, like Sovereign Kava is kind of that way in Asheville. You know, it's like you see the same people there all the time. It's
brother.
It's like a real kind of local spot, you know. Which
and
is,
yeah,
you
and
know, there are a lot of bars we've lost, like locals that used to be local spots that locals don't go to anymore because
really.
Well, yeah. I mean, you're not gonna wait 30 minutes to get a drink.
Oh no
with tourists all the sudden.
Right.
Unfortunately, sometimes the good places get found out, you know. And
man, that's how this place gets sometimes. But I honestly, one thing that saved it is that it's like it gets like that on the weekends, but during the week it's a lot of just, you know, like hipsters, millennials, artsy fartsies,
which works out too, because like the weeknights they're service industry weekends, you know. Weekends, working people weekends or whatever. I don't know.
Right, man.
Know,
right.
A lot of
and it's good vibes, but
it's on the weekends.
They you know, it is still really good vibes on the weekend because it's not like I think what it is like there's so many other options for the fucking the clown car brigade that you know they hit other spots than, you know, ruining this one that much.
That's what's up.
It really is filthy. It's like I got that good filth.
They should give you a free drink for doing this great advertisement for them.
Oh man, this
infomercial.
They have taken care of me many times. Let's just say, like I just asked for.
I'm actually obligated to speak about them at this point.
I had
it's contractual.
Yeah, it's, you know, it's in the fine print, man. I got to do it every time. No, man, I gotta
every time I'll perform.
Yeah, I got when I got here, while I was waiting for my computer to boot up, I ran inside and I got a shot in a beer, a tall boy, and a shot of, I think it's Heaven Hill. Yeah, shot of Heaven Hill, $5.
Yep.
And then I ordered a rye. I think it's it was a Knob Creek rye in a neat to just to have like
Only
I did the
way
shot
right
really
there.
fast.
Yeah.
I did
Well,
the
maybe
shot real
nice Manhattan.
and so like here's the shot glass, right? Or I mean the rocks glass, and she filled it up like that much. So it's like,
Yeah. They do
thank
a
you,
nice pour.
thank you,
Yep.
yeah. And I'm not even
Yep.
gonna pretend like, it's like maybe it's just for me, and maybe they do it for everybody, but I don't care. I'm gonna pretend it's just for me, so I can keep on feeling cool.
Yeah. Right.
But nah, man. But this is actually one of the spots that I would absolutely take you to.
Cool.
And
We'll have to do it sometime.
the dude who owns it, he's a supporter of the arts, so like, that's another reason like you would totally get down on this kind of a spot, and
Yeah.
and
Well, I'm all about it, man.
yeah,
I'm all
man.
about it. Speaking of the arts, you bring some poems tonight?
I did, man, and I'm gonna
Yeah?
close with one new one that I wrote.
New shit.
So I have some ancient chronicles to go through.
All right. The scrolls.
Some gravel, and then I got
My gravel dog.
I got rocks in my socks, man.
Yeah, buddy.
Yeah, so I got
All right.
a few poems, and then the last one is going to be a new one that I'll just say this really quick. It's I wrote it about a neighborhood that I don't live in and never have, but it's currently probably the biggest Mexican neighborhood in the city. It's called Little Village.
Oh yeah. Shout out.
Yeah, and it's the reason it has that name is because it's the name in Spanish is La Villita, which stands for, which is what we call the area in Mexico City where the Basilica and Shrine of Our Lady of Guadalupe is at.
Oh, cool. Okay.
So like whenever we say we're gonna go see the Virgen, you're gonna people will say like, well, no, I'm gonna go to the Villa. So to the village. So this place is called
like a
La
sister
Villita.
village.
Yeah. So no, the little village.
Yeah.
Get it?
Yeah,
So-
but there's like this place in Mexico too,
Well, it's just really this area, this region in Mexico City.
Okay.
So
yeah.
so it's it's the the biggest metropolis in the fucking Americas.
Right.
And then
Yeah.
somewhere
I got
there.
some cousins
Yeah.
from there.
Oh yeah, no shit. Yeah, and
Mexico City. Yeah, I've never been, but I'd love to
oh
go
man,
someday.
you gotta go, bro. You gotta go. Just the museums alone, the museum of anthropology and humanity. It's like it's UNAH. Fuck, bro. Fuck.
I believe it.
Yeah, I mean you're seeing the shit carved out that all these like designs and all these drawings are based on, but you're seeing these fucking like the Aztec sun calendar is about 15-20 feet up on a wall.
Oh wow.
And it's like 20 feet across. It's like holy shit, bro. But then you're like,
you don't realize that in the book or whatever.
no man, it's hard to appreciate some of that shit.
Yeah.
And some of the I'll tell you, I know you want me to read, but there's this fucking awesome statue that I know you're hip to Joseph Campbell, right?
Yeah.
And so you know how he had this like cool like basically I wouldn't even call it a theory, but he was just presenting an idea that we are connected in ways that we don't even realize by the similarities of our myth stories and how there's
these archetypal stories that come up across all different cultures. Yeah, absolutely.
So Athena is known to have been born out of Zeus, right? And when she came out, she just wrecked mad shop and she took care of business.
Right. Yeah.
Similarly, in Aztec mythology, there was this goddess Coatlicue, and she's recognizable to a lot of us because she has like a double head of like two facing serpents. And then she's wearing
I've seen that.
a necklace of human hands and hearts.
Yeah.
And a belt of skulls. And but she's got the serpent head and then like eagle feet. right? And the story goes that, you know, she had like 1,000 sons and daughters, and they wanted to get rid of the old lady. So, you know, they hatched a plan to come and kill her. And the ringleader of it, she's got a name that I have a hard time pronouncing unless I read it.
Mm.
And as the killing blow is about to happen, now remember, she's got like the bird and the snake aspect, right?
Mm-hmm.
Out of her chest bursts fully formed. Well, she picked up a ball of feathers and put it inside her breast, and then out formed Huitzilopochtli, who was the Aztec god of war. And he hacked apart and killed all them motherfuckers, brothers and sisters of his. And the story is that, you know, that became the stars in the sky. And the ringleader, he hacked her up into pieces and he threw her in the sky, and she became the moon. So,
Far out.
when the statue of Coatlicue was discovered while they were digging tunnels and shit for the metro, the subway in Mexico City, the campesinos who were fucking digging, when they started to uncover her, they were so scared by her like fearsome appearance and shit that they recovered her up and they tried digging around her. And it wasn't until like someone's like, "What the fuck are you? We told you to dig through here," and it's like, no. Like, what the fuck's the problem? Like, there's some fucking bad shit over there. And then so they opened it and they were like mother, you know. And so this thing is like massive. It's like fucking 10 tons. It like everything else like is this carved. This shit looks as fucking like heavy and big as like one of those fucking winged lions out of Assyria, man. This is massive. Massive.
The stuff they constructed.
So then you can stand there in front of that motherfucker and go, damn.
Yeah.
So.
And you gotta,
So man, you know.
It that way, you can really experience it.
Yeah, brother. And there was a reason I brought that. I'm like sober, and I don't even know why.
About that?
Not tonight. Not tonight. But.
So cool story, bro.
Yeah. I'm sorry, you know. But so here's how it connects. So Little Village,
right,
is named after this neighborhood in Mexico City. So I have the last poem is about Little Village.
Gotcha.
So all right.
Full circle.
I'll shut the fuck up now. Yeah, it's like
you're the Manny.
Shut the fuck up, Donnie.
Hey
man, I love you. I got to
it.
Listen to some of the performers over at the live. You did your fucking Batman bat pole. That was fucking awesome.
Right.
Dude, I was digging the look you had earlier with the fucking blazer and that shirt.
Thanks.
That was fresh, bro. That was like
so hot here tonight.
I believe that. Yeah. No, I'm a little on the dirty side myself right now, but and I don't just mean figuratively. But anyway, all right.
Let's get some of that dirty poetry.
Here we go.
Y'all make some fucking noise for Emilio Maldonado live in Logan Square tonight in Chicago. Make some noise.
Bula bula. Hey, so I got all kinds of bula bula for the homies at Red tonight. I caught Rachel and the performer either right before or right after her. Lovely. Wesley, shit, beautiful. Got some of your poetry too, Caleb. Still fucking, knock me down with the feather. Much love to Morgan. All right, here we go. Tears. This rain wishes to baptize me, but I hide in the shadow, my familiar place. Got a glimpse of once upon a happiness. Fucking temporary mirror, fucking magic mirror. Was it a tease? Some torture of the Canaan for others, but not for me? Of course not. But climbing mountains just to see more mountains is beautiful and tiring. Daunting is for more adventurous types. An old friend, the soft, easy smile. Hendrix, Otis, Bird. Somebody unplugged the jukebox in my chest. I want to carve all the rot out my soul, but that's too fucking poetic and easy. Gotta live with this pestilence. Put on a crown of posies or stuff lavender in my pockets. I'm whole. I'm whole. Both. Maybe I'll get used to the smell, same as the 70s, and Chicago smelled like hot alleys everywhere. I'm distracted by this fucking mosquito that's trying to eat my phone. Maybe I'll get used to the smell, same as back in the 70s, and Chicago smelled like hot alleys everywhere. Watch the mirror, and broke my heart, my own heart, for a change. What I was one day. Nostalgia for 3 weeks ago is new. Often the nostalgia is from this person that every bartender knew on Milwaukee Avenue and at all the 4 a.m. joints, east of California, north of Lake Street. Me miré. ¿Cómo debo de ser, hacer, y quise llorar? Hasta quisiera llorar, ay mamá, llorar y dejarme caer en los brazos de cualquiera, en los brazos de cualquiera, en las piernas de cualquiera, en el cuerpo de mujer. Mi tierra natal, el cuerpo de mujer, domina mis sueños, mis memorias, mi imaginación. That's the taunt that stings freshest. Knee scrape, elbow scrape. The regular almost tastes like homemade cookies hurt. That made me angrier than it hurt. That made me gasp. Then relish the itch while it healed. Dancing that beginning S&M line between pulling the scab off and scratching the shit out of it. Imagination and memory. The taunt because they're not real. They're never comfort. Not in the way that bourbon can be. But the quiet, almost embarrassed hairs on her thighs can be. Llorar y dejarme caer. Will anyone help me up? Pathetic is something that fits too well. Lord, Lord, Lord. Lord, Lord, Lord. Lord, Lord, Lord. Universe. Universe. Love. I yearn to earn the gifts I have that wait for me. The pain that I deserve. The whole. The whole. Mirrors filled with magic. Filling lives with magic. Me first. Unoriginal pain still needs to eat. Carries a cardboard sign. Will bleed for you. Empathizes. Wishes you well. And other nouveau banalities. Vacío. Hay que sufrir primero, right? Vacío. All action is forward. Conversar, hablar is static. Tiresome or wary go round. A rehash of past excuses, old rehash. Y manos, y verbos tensos, y almas perdidas. Freestyle growl. Sometimes somebody else made a piece of music or a piece of art or a film that serves as a love letter that you can use for someone you haven't met or someone that's just going to come along, or someone that's been around, or somebody who used to be in but wasn't and is now and is out and is dancing and playing fucking scotch or pachisi or fucking Yahtzee or going tap dancing on other people's. Strings of lives and pearls and strings of strings and string theory. And then it's just Adam Devine or Divine or whatever the fuck with a new beard. And people are going, that's awesome. Or that's ridiculous. And you know, it's just 2099 and 1934 and groans and azure or teal or sea green and coral reefs. Just they're doing the thing. And it doesn't matter how many broken hearts you had or how many times you stubbed your fucking toe or took your toys and went home. Didn't get no jelly in your donut. How many times you decided to play drums and all you could master was spoons. But stars are stars, and kids, they got bars, and squads roll deep. Whiskey shouldn't, but can be sour. Corona is almost an embarrassing summer. Spotlights like to warm a room, sweat a brow, illuminate late night thoughts, illuminate indistractable moments of shadows, and that glisten shit that happens with eyes. And then there's candles and a neckline. And we can't even talk about that shit that much. All right, man. Here's the new one and the last one. Short of breath, out of breath. Short of breath, out of breath, hiding out in gangways, running from laughter, running from pain, running from 12, running from ourselves. Amor, love, drink shared, spared, found, resurrected, memorialized. Un barrio, una isla, una tierra, una esquina, discos, rolas, ranflas, balas. Los de allá, los de aquí, estamos acá. Amor, love. Amor para su gente, por su barrio, por su esquina, por su familia, por su hija. Running with, running from, los fantasmas, los recuerdos. Running to, running for, los sueños, las esperanzas, los caminos, las destinaciones, las vidas, más amores. El sol a todos les cae. Disfrutar esta vida. Cherry blossoms come once a year. They bloom, inspire. They share, they offer their life. And then they're gone. It's not about looking forward to when they're going to come back again. It's appreciating the moments we had with them, sitting under the tree. Carne asada con tu gente, con tus papás, con tus tíos, con los abuelos. Con la familia que tenías que encontrar, la familia que te tocó. Having drinks, sitting on stairs, chilling out in the garage, counting stories, counting dollars, counting legends. Laying claim to more than a wall or a corner, but to the world, the earth. Getting claimed by the earth. Getting recognized by our mother. Riding tricked out bicycles, customs, music blaring from little speakers hidden on backpacks, bolted to the handlebars. Exploring, learning, seeing, finding, blessing. Not all loud bangs mean tears. Places we gather, acordándonos de amor, sharing love con tu gente del barrio. del pueblo. Renewal and rejuvenation can take many forms. Sometimes it's a laugh. But what's up? Sitting listening to old timers and bullshit. Good bullshit, fun bullshit. Who cares if it's bullshit? Cumbias, rancheras, corridos. Getting that good line, that good cry. Not every look is hard. Not everyone has menace in their heart. There's love shared and displayed, taught. Posted up in the chair, doing the weekend lineup. The one nobody minds and we all enjoy. Warm breath. It's not forever. Pero cuando nos toca, hay que disfrutarlo. No siempre son las calles de nosotros. O sea, this might be where I'm from, but these really ain't my streets. I can boast and yell and rage, but I ain't got too much to do with concrete. It's with love. Con mi gente, con nuestra gente, con un pueblo, con amor en el sol.
Yeah, buddy. Emilio Maldonado, thank you.
Thank you, brother.
Man, that new piece was beautiful, man.
Thanks, man.
Yeah, totally.
Thank you.
Good shit. Awesome stuff, man. Thank you for sharing the poetry. Thanks for stopping on your way home and taking the time to jump on and spit some poetry for us tonight, man.
Like I said many times, man, this is the highlight of my week.
Same here, man.
Yeah.
And it's always good to see you, brother.
Always great seeing you.
Absolutely. Thanks for stopping through, and we'll see you next week.
I'll see you next week, and hopefully, man, have a great show. Have a great show. I wish I could be there so bad.
You.
Yeah.
Well, we'll be doing more, man. The shows are coming back.
I was looking at the calendar today, like, when am I driving down there?
Yeah, man. Yeah. We want to get you with the lactones. And,
oh, shit, man. I just want to be down there with all your peoples and all them good goods.
Yep. Well, yeah, everybody keep staying safe, getting vaxxed, all that good stuff. And hopefully things will keep going in the right direction. We'll keep having more and more shows.
Much love to everybody down there.
More good times.
Shout out to the Kava bar, to the Sovereign.
Yep.
Shout out to everybody up there.
Yep.
All the performers you had earlier, man. Looking forward to checking out the show after y'all are done.
Yep.
All right, man. I'm going to have a drink. I'm going to drink it to you.
All right. Sounds good. Thank you so much, Emilio. Yup.
Love you very much. Love you, brother, very much. Morgan, much love.
Shout out to Morgan. Much love, everyone, here on the Love Stream.
All right, y'all stay safe, man.
Emilio Maldonado. Thank you. Stay safe, too, brother.
Thank you, brother.
Y'all give it up one more time for Emilio. Yes.
Logan Square.
Logan Square. Shout out to Logan Square. Dude, that's awesome. It's been a great night. So good to see Emilio out there on the streets of Chicago, shouting some poetry for us. We love it. All right. I'm going to wrap it up with a little poetry for y'all. I do want to thank everyone who tuned in tonight, everyone who performed, and everyone who commented. Got a bunch of comments here. Thank you for the comments. Y'all keep the comments coming. We really appreciate it. And tune in again. Of course, next week we'll be back, same time, same place. More of this great open mic for y'all. And look out for us in the future, live from Sovereign Kava, like full show. So, yes, thank you, everybody. Y'all rock. Appreciate the comments. Let's see what I got here. All right. This is called Sanctus. Going slow across the bridge, two angels appear, spidery and naked, making out and pouring water. I disappear into unmarked bars where they serve all night. I drink deep sips of whiskey made of water from an ancient spring, when extinct birds sang and the stars were different. The water has changed. I sit on a par stool, teeter, and lament its passing, grateful for something. Give the bartender everything I have. My friend to the random person at the bar. My psychotherapist says I'm paranoid, but I have pictures of the helicopters that were following me. And this poem's called Hangover Flowers. Light from the stained glass windows enters my soda fountain, machine gun, matrimony, chemical bottles breathe in the certain night musk around 3 a.m. Slow conversation. Danger night bar fight by the back refrigerator. Late beat prison spent. Wrote prison when I meant to write freedom. What's up, high five, twisted headed, red hair, red eyes, large mercantile drift, a back porch Motown, manufactured gin from 1984, oil spent wells drowned from surface tension, old salamanderine, beat up engine grist, holly on the amber azalea. Pink stretch in the morning across the road, tree leaves in wind like cha-chas, moaning as light spreads down the road and stops at the field's edge, darkened pine cellars, the forest stirring, the cold, a radio still on somewhere in the house, receiver of ghost transmissions. 50 years ago on this day, blue-green scratches on the ceiling, screeching 1920s hot jazz, ghost trumpets, carol a morning fog to roll over the house. No such mountain is present. Open your plexus. Green animal tracers pilot the crown molding. There are a few beers left on the stove. All the mirrors in the house reflect different words backwards. A Salem omniscience pervades our bedroom, while under the night heaps new civilizations grow. Yellow and green colored glories magnifying against the soft hush. Cans turned over, bent footprints soaking in the water, dripping down the wall, spurting from the clock that tells you sunrise is sunset. Aftermath of the workday. I've dog chased the years, cafe life, small and large, dreams set aside for industry weekend, still keys, blank pages, slice of a void to fill. Still leaves in fall, the demands of the day done. No time left to find metaphors in the unmoving trees. The sound of cars on the highway used. All the withered plants used. Not a single species of bird left to call into this used poem. And this is called Trumpet Laughter. The jazz horn gets you in the head when you're least expecting. I can't quiet freedom. My fever drives me and leaves me in the woods. Give up or go back, the horn says. Why aren't we reaching with our necks into the blue abyss? And this is called Nightcap. I'm an old sheephound who cannot rest until everyone in the house is in bed. I sleep sometimes, but my ears, my eyes, the floor is under me. If it weren't, I'd be worried. And I'll leave you with some Rumi of the Barks translation. Thank you for being with us tonight. One night a man was crying in the street. Allah, 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 Allah. His lips grew sweet with the praising, until a cynic said, I have heard you calling out, but have you ever gotten any response? The man had no answer to this. He quit praising and fell into a confused sleep. In his dream, he saw Hitter, the guide of souls, in a thick green foliage. Why did you stop praising? Because I never heard anything back. This longing you express is the return message. The grief that you cry out from draws you toward union. Your pure sadness that wants help is the secret cup. Listen to the moan of a dog for its master. That whining is the connection. Listen to the moan of a dog for its master. That whining is the connection. There are love dogs no one knows the names of. Give your life to be one of them. There are love dogs no one knows the names of. Give your life to be one of them. There are love dogs no one will ever know the names of. There are love dogs. There are love dogs. There are love dogs nobody knows the names of. Give your life to be one of them. Thank you for coming tonight to Poetry Open Mic Asheville. Thank you for your dogs' names. We love our love dogs very much. And we love all of you. Much love. Tune in again next week. We're here 8:30 to midnight every week. Thanks for checking us out. You can sign up in the Poetry Open Mic AVL group on Facebook. We really appreciate your viewership, your support, and keeping this thing going. Big thanks to Sovereign Kava, all the crew and staff down there at the bar. We love you. We appreciate you. And all of our open micers, all our performers, all our viewers, all our friends hanging out. We really appreciate it. Big shout out to our technical director tonight, Morgan Beissert. My name's Caleb Beissert. Y'all take care out there. Be safe. And peace, everyone. And happy Pride! Cheers.